So, Fred, is that what practices have been like with Kyle these last few years, last 5 years?
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Just obviously that's what respect looks like. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I want to give him my best, and he deserves that. He brings out a different competitive edge in myself, and one of the reasons why I've been able to grow as a player in this league is because he sets the bar so high. So more than anything, I just wanted to get the win. So I'm obviously not happy about that, but that was a really fun game to be a part of, and I'm happy for him that he got that experience here and got to do it with the fans in the building. And I'm sure it was everything, he deserves and more.
Does the familiarity in a matchup like that make a difference at all, or are you guys just the type of players that it's tough to get an edge in a matchup like that?
Yeah, I mean, you can scheme, and we know what each other is going to do before we do it, but it doesn't really matter. It's kind of like boxing, you know what I mean? You can be as prepared as you want to, but once you're out there, you're just reading and reacting, and that version of him, obviously we've seen countless times where they have an undermanned team and he comes in on the second night of a back-to-back and beats one of the hottest teams in the league. So that's Kyle Lowry right there, and that version of him is probably the best version of him.
Did it make it extra special that you hit that record with him here in the building?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool for the story. You know what I mean? But it doesn't. That's not something that I set out to do. It's not something that I had a goal of. Was to pass him. I didn't even realize it until recently. So once I knew I had to make 3, I definitely was going for it. I told him I was going to try to get in the first quarter and try to get it out the way. So I was able to do that.
Did you say anything to him, or did he say anything to you?
Nah. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I think again, the way the game's changed, and again, it's cool, and it's it makes a good story that I was able to do it, and against him and on his return. But in my list of goals, that's not really somewhere you could find.
Is there a lot of back and forth between you and Kyle verbally throughout the game?
Yeah, just little stuff. We're when you got that type of relationship with somebody, it was fun. It was just fun to compete against him, and I know him really, really, really well, and he knows me really, really well. So again, I was happy for him that he got that tribute and the fans to show how much they appreciate him. But obviously, I did not want him to leave out this building with a win.
Nick was saying that you saw a lot of defensive slippage from you guys tonight, schemes and not getting the guys. Did it feel like that out there, or what did it feel like as it was developing on the court?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It's as bad as we've played defensively in the second half in a while. So we'll have to clean that up, this last stretch of the season. But give those guys credit, man. They made some adjustments at halftime, played some different lineups. Strus got loose for a bunch of shots, made a bunch of tough ones. Vic made a bunch of tough ones, made one from half court almost. So give those guys credit. They got a deep team. They won the bench game, and it was just not good enough. 70 points in the second half or whatever, 69. It's tough to win that way. So we gotta be better, and we'll look at the film and see what we did wrong.
It doesn't allow you to get going on offense. You're playing against half-court defense every possession.
Yeah, I think it's just more of a momentum thing there in that third. I think we cleaned it up in the fourth, and then we're able to get loose, especially late. Obviously, we scored a bunch late, but 23. The second quarter we only scored 21, but we held them to 17. So 23. Follow that with a 23-point quarter. You give up 34. It's a tough way to live, and it was hard to get it back. And they were able to extend that. I think in that early part of the fourth, it was shot for shot for a while. So give those guys credit. They played a heck of a game.
Fred, the way you guys kind of clawed back in this game, almost completed the comeback at the end there, is that something that Kyle kind of maybe taught you guys a little bit in his time here, like with some of the remaining players, or is that something that's just been part of your teams all your life?
I mean, he was certainly a part of that. I think that would have started with, from my experience, with Case, and obviously translate to Nick, like we're never going to quit. And as long as you're out there, you got to make it play. We've had many comebacks, all different type of leads that we've made up there. I had a shot that I probably rushed a little bit to make it one after he threw it off the rim. So there's a million things that could happen late in the game. There was a lot of time left, and we definitely Kyle's a part of that DNA for sure. But that's just been a culture around here since I've been here.
Those traps and stuff that you guys are sending at the other team at the late game, doubles and stuff, do you guys feel like you're getting better at that pressure as the season progresses?
Yeah, I think just reading the time and the situation and kind of having a feel, it's more like running and jumping and baiting guys and trying to get deflections and just speeding them up. It's the hardest thing to do in the league is play with a lead. And we understand that, so we know what teams do when they do it to us. It's tough because you don't want to play too fast, but you're trying to get a good shot. The refs don't really call much late, so you can get away with a little bit more. So I like the way that this team just continues to fight, and we play really hard. Probably didn't play the smartest or the most disciplined tonight, and that's probably one of the reasons why we didn't come out with the win.